Earnings season is winding down, but investors will still have plenty to watch this week as key companies across various sectors provide updates that could offer valuable insights into market trends. In the tech sector, AI darling Nvidia is expected to offer a glimpse into the ongoing impact of the artificial intelligence AI hype on the semiconductor industry, potentially revealing whether enthusiasm for AI is translating into tangible growth. All eyes will be on Nvidia, NVDA, this week, as the chip giant at the heart of the AI boom is set to release its second quarter results on 28. Not only does Nvidia hold an 80% to 95% share of the market for high-powered AI chips, according to Reuters, but it is also the world's third largest company by market capitalization at $3.04 trillion, having briefly held the top spot back in June. The AI darling is the single best performer in the S&P 500 index and a leading member of the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index known as the SOX, pointed out AJ Bell's head of financial analysis, Danny Hewson, and Dan Coatsworth, investment analyst for the platform. CrowdStrike will also report its results in the cybersecurity arena, with investors eager to see how the company behind the recent global outage is performing. In the sneaker fashion world, Foot Locker is seeing analysts upgrade its stock ahead of earnings, but Wall Street still expects a quarterly loss. Nvidia is also part of the so-called Magnificent Seven, which, alongside other tech heavyweights, including Apple and Microsoft, is a group of stocks that make up more than a third of the S&P 500's stock market value and a fifth of the FTSE All-World Equity Index's market capitalization. These 7 names have gone a long way to helping equity markets go higher, so if they stumble, then the effects could be felt widely, said Hewson and Coatsworth. Nvidia shares are up 149.87% year to date, though the stock sold off heavily in July and into early August. The share price has recovered some ground since then, but fell 3% in Thursday's trading session ahead of the highly anticipated earnings report next week. From a fundamental earnings point of view, Nvidia has demolished consensus estimates and raised guidance for each of the past 5 quarters, which helps to explain its stellar share price performance, said Hewson and Coatsworth. Nvidia said it expects revenues of $28 billion for the second quarter, which is more than double the $13.5 billion it reported for the same period last year. If Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang offers any guidance on the third quarter, Hewson and Coatsworth say the current consensus forecast on revenue is $30.7 billion versus $18.1 billion for Q3 last year. Based on Huang's guidance for gross margins, operating expenses and tax charges, Hewson and Coatsworth said this implies a net profit of $15 billion for the second quarter, which is more than double the figure reported last year, but broadly flat on the previous quarter. They said this also suggests headline earnings per share, EPS, of 63 cents for Q2, up from 61 cents in the first quarter. Looking ahead, they said that analysts will be keeping an eye out for comments from Huang on reported delays in the launch of Nvidia's new Blackwell chips. Production of Blackwell was due to ramp up in the second half of this year, as Nvidia looks to maintain its technological lead by quickly improving upon the Hopper chipset, Hewson and Coatsworth said.